Hello there. Yet another day here in Thessaloniki. I'm in Thessaloniki, Greece, to actually watch a show of the Thessaloniki Fringe Festival. And today's topic is going to be about nudity. Does nudity work in a show? So what happened yesterday is this. I just arrived here yesterday and I took a stroll in the city. I was supposed to meet a friend of mine, but unfortunately he's in Ireland right now taking a show. He runs a theater here. And so I sent him a message and I asked him, is there anything I can go and see here? Because I don't know the city that much. And he suggested me this show. And I went to this venue, which is called Avignon Theater or something like that. And there was this company rehearsing a show, and basically they were having like this dress rehearsal, and I stayed there and watching this show, which was quite entertaining, I must say.
Που χαρχαλεύει τον αφρό της θάλασσας. Μιας Θεσσαλονίκης που το φθινοπορεινό δίλη τους ξυπνάει πικρές και νοσταλγικές θύμησες.
It was in Greek, it was spoken, but it really triggered a lot of stuff in my mind. And I said, well, I can talk about this topic and that topic and so on and so forth, just watching the show. And today's topic is going to be about nudity, because at one point in this show, the four actors basically, they get undressed. They're nude on this stage. And that kind of made me think about two shows I did watch in the past. Now, the question is, does nudity work in a show? And I would say that by and large, unless it's done very, very well, it doesn't. And why is that? Well, first of all, why are you doing that? Are you doing that to shock people? Are you doing that to get laughter? Are you doing that? Because if you're doing that, just to shock people in 2024, people will not get shocked by the fact that you've been naked on the stage. However, dramaturgically, it can work. And, watching this show, I had this flashback about two shows I did see in the past. The first one was in 2012 in Edinburgh. And it was a fantastic show. It was a monologue done in this club. I think it was like a club, a pub. It was not a theater. And basically the story was it was a gay story told by this man who in the story is a stripper, a professional stripper. And what happens, the way the show is devised, basically this person would tell part of his story and then remove an item of clothing and so on until basically is naked on the stage. And it's a very touching story because it's a story about the relationship between him and this boyfriend who died in the Iraq War. And basically, as he gets undressed, he starts just very happy, and then as the drama unfolds, basically this person would just reveal to the audience the fact that his boyfriend died and how he feels about it. And basically, he finishes the play crying naked on the stage. Now that works. Why is that? Well, because nudity in a way exposes vulnerability, and in that image, as I watched that play, like I said, it was in 2012. I just felt really bad for the protagonist. I mean, it was really showing basically his intimate core, and the fact that it was just like so hurt by the loss of the love of his life. It doesn't matter whether it was gay or not. So that works in that case because, like I said, it's structure in the story. As a matter of fact, I don't think anybody in the audience just care about the fact that this person was naked, but emotionally there was really a bond between us members of the audience and this person. Apart from the fact that he had a beautiful body. I was there with a girl, she commented on that. But anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. And a second example where nudity works, thinking about the shows I did see in the past, is once again a show I did see in Turin, my hometown. I think it was back in 2018 or something like that. And it was like a fantastic show, the kind of show I would have liked to perform. And basically, it's a story of a man and a woman. And they actually start naked and then they slowly dress on the stage as the story unfolds once again. But there is a strong symbolic meaning in that, because basically the story is like the genesis and the relationship between a man and a woman from the primordial stage to the more sort of evoluted kind of stage. And I've forgotten the title of the show. I was trying to look it back. I think it's taken from a German poem. And the protagonist of the show, the two protagonists, there's a woman, she's Italian, and there's a man, he's German. And what is intriguing about this show, it's a hybrid, which means it's spoken in the two languages. She speaks in Italian, he speaks in German. And on top of that, you would see the subtitles in German, and then on top of him, the subtitles in Italian. This was meant for an Italian and German audience. And it's one of those rare cases where not only nudity works, but also subtitles do work. It kind of makes sense. Also the way they were placed and so on. I will shoot a video about subtitles maybe later on in the future. Sorry. But like I said, in that case, it just worked because it was not the nudity, but the symbolic meaning that was behind the nude body. And once again, it was a status in the second show of a situation of vulnerability. And also it just gave the idea of, our primordial essence. And those are two kind of situations where nudity works. But otherwise, by and large, what I found is that it doesn't work. Yes, it may shock you for a second, but then, audience members that go to theater, I think they want to be entertained, but they want to be stimulated in a way, and probably would ask yourself, if you just do it just because you want to do it, why are you doing that? So this is my take on nudity. And like I said, it's a subjective sort of perspective. But like I said, I was a festival director for 3 years, and I would not take a show of that kind just because you're nude on the stage. That's not enough for me. You really have to make me understand why. So nothing bad about nudity. It's still part of physical theater. But like I said, if you use it, you gotta know why you're using it. Yeah, so this is my take, and I'll just continue vlogging. Today is gonna be a long day for me. There's a show at 8 o'clock, and then I got a plane at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna probably stay up all night. But having said that, I'll talk to you later, and enjoy life. Ciao.